Good morning, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be recording a full day of eating, a full day of training and everything in between. I haven't recorded a full day of eating in a little while, but I thought I would bring one to you, obviously now that I'm doing my running, my weightlifting. The time is currently 7:25. I actually have the day off work today, which is nice. Usually I'll be at work. It is Monday. We are starting my morning off with a glass of water, a coffee, a proper coffee at the cafetiere to help me go to the toilet. Nothing really changes there. That is a good coffee. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and leave the video a thumbs up if you do end up enjoying it. Let's go and get this run done. One thing that is an absolute game changer if you are into your running, I always take my phone, especially if I'm listening to music or just in case of an emergency, I have a heart attack or something, is this like phone holder from Free Train, I believe. Yeah, Free Train. You could probably get it cheaper on Amazon, but essentially it is just a vest or a pouch little thing, man bra that goes over your shoulders, and then your phone just slots into this little sleeve. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen it, especially if you're already into your running, but I thought I'd just share that with you. You can keep your phone there, change your songs. Very cool. I've also been looking into getting some new running shoes. These are my current ones. I have had them for probably over a year now. Any recommendations for good running shoes, comment down below. I know Nike do some very good running shoes. I just like the look of the Hoka shoes. I want to try them out, see if they're any good. If you've got some, please let me know. Running shoes on, let's go do this. Today is my lower mileage day, especially after being ill all weekend. I don't want to push my luck, so I'm just going on the shorter route, which is like 4 to 5 kilometers, but a lot of it is uphill, so I really need to keep an eye on my heart rate. Smaller run during the week, a longer endurance run on the weekend. See you back at home for meal number 1. Things first, as soon as I get in the door, and before I shower actually, glass of water, electrolytes to replace the electrolytes I've just lost. I only have half of a pill because, like I said before, my runs aren't that long. Step number 1, post-run, electrolytes, shower, and then we can grab some food. Breakfast in the spare room, but Hannah is on a work call, so I've had to come upstairs out the way so I can obviously record. But meal number 1, post run, we have got 4 whole eggs with a splash of ketchup for the protein source, and then in my left hand we have got a Greek yogurt bowl. Honey Yovali Greek yogurt is the best, and we have got 1 whole banana, a handful of grapes, a tiny bit of cinnamon, and also a tiny little sprinkle of sugar on top of the cinnamon. I do not track my calories, but just off the top of my head, it's probably around 30 to 35 grams of protein. Obviously Greek yogurt has a lot of protein in it, as well as the eggs. We've got the fats from the yolks, and then also the good carbohydrates from the fruit. That is meal number one. I'm going to eat this now before it gets too cold. It probably already is cold. No, it's not too bad. And try and find somewhere to sit down and watch YouTube. Pre-workout fuel. I'm gonna get out of the kitchen while the washing machine is vibrating. So the usual pre-workout fuel, we have got one bagel with some Nutella. I usually have either Nutella or honey and butter. We don't have any honey, so today I'm going for just Nutella. Obviously a very carby meal, that's all I need to sort of fill me up, fuel me for today's push session. I appear to have lost my shaker bottle, so I'm going to have to resort to taking my pre-workout combination at home. What? Why is it being funny? No idea. I'm going to take the pre-workout while I'm at home, as I have no way of getting it to transporting it to the gym. I'm going to go for 3/4 of a scoop of the Optimum Nutrition. I'm not too sure if it's the best pre-workout. It tastes pretty good, but I've never been like a big pre-workout kind of guy. I've not like tried loads of different flavors. I just kind of go with whatever's the cheapest and gives me a little bit of a buzz for when I'm training. And then also 5 grams of creatine, even though the pre-workout has a tiny bit of creatine in it already. I have a feeling this is going to be really clumpy. Never mind, all goes down the same hole. Oh, that was very tasty. Let's go and train some push. Just when you thought you got rid of me for a sec, I am back with a little voiceover. Let's just go through today's workout. Today we hit a back, chest and bicep workout. At the moment I'm running like a upper lower split. Obviously today being the upper portion. The next upper session is going to be chest, shoulders and tricep. Yes, I'm training chest twice a week because my chest sucks. As I mentioned before, I really want to develop mainly like the upper portion of my chest. So that is what we are doing at the moment, starting off with some pull-ups. As you can see, I did 4 sets until failure, the most underrated back exercise in my opinion. And the reason I actually started with that was to warm up for the bench press. I feel like when you train like pull push, it's always best to start with your back, warm that up, warm the shoulders up, and then we moved into the bench press. We did 4 sets of 5 at 100 kilos. Really just trying to get back into bench at the moment because my bench press sucks and it used to be good, so bringing that back, bringing sexy back. So I alternate between back, chest, etc. This really builds the lower portion of your lat, the like Christmas tree looking thing. Gravity does most of the work. You just have to control the weight, squeeze at the top, elbows, back. You can see the dumbbells aren't extremely heavy, but they do not need to be as long as you're controlling the weight. And yes, that is Jay in the background filming something for the gym, not for me unfortunately. Next up, incline dumbbell bench press, the best exercise for growing the upper portion of your chest. Unfortunately today it wasn't feeling the best. I had a slight niggle in my shoulder which I had from the previous session, so I didn't push the weight too much. I think here was like 37.5, so not extremely heavy for me.
or 35s, I can't remember. Just did 4 sets of 10 to 12. And then on the last set, I always like to go until failure instead of going like 8 to 12. I just go off feel instead of repetitions. Again, back to back. A wide grip row, bringing in more of the upper back, the trapezius, the rear delts. Yeah, then I had to move on to arms because the cable machine was being used, so I decided to just do some seated hammer bicep curls using the preacher curl as like a little armrest. These are so good, by the way. Like, it takes a little bit to get into it and feel it, but by like rep 12 onwards you can really start to feel it in the arms. Yeah, good little movement to isolate the biceps, take the swing out of play. The cable machine came free, so I hopped onto there, finished with some cable flies to isolate the chest, and just basically finish it off. I also superset this with like a cable chest press, I guess. And then lastly, a good old-fashioned cable bicep curl with like the Z bar, I think that's what it's called, and I did a drop set on this, so I did around 8 to 10 reps and then backed off the weight and then did until failure. 3 sets, and that is today's workout. Back to the video. Well, let's get some protein in. We've gone for the UFit 50 grams of protein shake from the gym, as I need to get my protein intake up. I've been slacking a little bit recently with the protein, not gonna lie. A lot more conscious of my intake now that I'm running and weightlifting. But yeah, this is essentially the next meal before I head and get the next meal. That was probably one of the best sessions I've had in a long time, although I still have a niggle in my right shoulder and I can feel it when I was doing the incline press, which was annoying. Let's go and get some lunch. Lunch, Subway. Sunny's on because it is very bright outside. I've got a foot-long Subway, hearty Italian, chicken tikka, grated cheese, and then Southwest sweet chili sauce. The usual, the same every single time I come. It never lets me down. I'm a big fan of Subway. It's obviously the healthier takeaway option. I felt like treating myself for lunch after that workout. This will do for today. Subway is highly underrated, in my opinion. I'm not going to bore you eating this whole thing. But yeah, today's lunch, Subway. Treat yourself. We have got a very large bowl of my favorite dish in the whole world, curry. Gone for a different curry. We both haven't tried this one yet, but it is from Spice Taylor. We have tried many of her curries, and this is the Southern Pepper Curry. So I'm going to give you a quick taste test on that one. As you can see, this is a massive bowl of rice and curry. My dinner is always my biggest, most calorific meal of the day. What do you think? Is it any good?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a bit earthy.
Earthy? Yes, that is very nice. I like that.
Pizza day.
We've got something cooking in the oven, which Hannah has literally just made, I can smell it over the curry, so it's gonna be a very nice little dessert. It's a surprise. You're about to watch the new season of Sex Education. Christ, I can't talk. Bon appetit. The smell. Tonight's dessert, we have got banana bread. Has it got chocolate chips in it?
Yeah.
Oh my days. Chocolate chip, banana bread. I'm gonna slice and dice this up.
Not too big.
And that bit there. Banana bread. We haven't got any Biscoff. Usually I would put some Biscoff on it, but I'm trying to be good.
Yeah, we have got a bit. I put a whole thing.
Is going to finish off today's calories.
Oh, yeah, I forget that then as well, to be fair.
Hot. To make this better, you just got to put a bit of Biscoff on top. Biscoff spread. Wow.
It's nice with butter on top as well.
It goes from a 8.5 to a 9.5. I'm going to enjoy this while watching another episode of Sex Education. Christ, I can't even say it. We're still on the same one. Oh, we're still on the same one. The last thing that I am going to be consuming today is a green tea. I've started having these the past few weeks. In the evening, after I've obviously had my tea, or any food in fact. There are many health benefits behind green tea. I'm not going to list them as I'm not an expert on green tea, but yeah, I just feel like it helps me process and digest the food that I've consumed throughout the day. Before I go to bed, I don't drink it too late either, otherwise I'll be up in the night going to the toilet. I am just getting my gym stuff ready for the morning session. I need to make sure my stuff is ready and prepped. No excuses, I can literally just come in here, chuck my clothes on, get out the door. It is so dark outside now as well. Pitch black. I'm not enjoying these darker evenings, even though it's quite nice when you're watching films and TV. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave the video a thumbs up, drink your green tea, and I will see you all in the next video.